Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here with Michael Davern, who is the general manager of the K Club in Ireland, and we're going to get a little sneak peek at everything that goes on at the K Club. It's a famous luxury resort in the beautiful countryside outside of Dublin, and this is Insider Travel Report. Now, Michael, I've heard a lot about the K Club over the years. It's a famous place. But tell us a little bit. First of all, where is it?
It's 30 minutes drive south of Dublin and just southwest of Dublin, yeah, very close to the city and very close to Dublin Airport in Ireland. Yeah.
So this is something where you could spend some time in Dublin and then go out to the K Club to get that other feel, right?
Yeah, or a great place to stay on your way in or out of Ireland. A lot of people obviously come through Dublin Airport, so it's so convenient, and it's probably the most luxurious airport hotel you'll probably find.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't know too many luxurious airport hotels these days, but now it is a great manor house, right? And then you have other accommodations, right?
Yeah, it dates back to 1730, the original house, and it was built by the Barton family, a French wine producer in France, and they built a French chateau in Kildare in Ireland. And then obviously in 1991 it became the hotel and country club, yeah.
So it's only dates from 91, that's interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, we celebrated 25 years old there about 2 years ago. So.
And you have like a cottage or some other things too there, right?
Yeah, we have a magnificent Straffan house, which is a private residence. It's a villa, 10-bedroom villa with its own swimming pool, cinema, very luxurious, overlooking the golf courses.
So it is on the grounds, it's one place and another option for guests, right?
Yeah, it's right on the grounds. We've about 550 acres and a river flowing through, so there's plenty of room there for the Straffan house overlooks the golf course.
Yeah, and so how many rooms are in the main house?
In the main house now there's 134 rooms.
Okay.
Yeah, and they all overlook the gardens and the river, and some overlook the golf courses. Yeah.
Well, I've seen the photos, and you'll see them here too. A magnificent building, very historic. And what are the public rooms like? What do you have there?
Yeah, we have some beautiful rooms, because when you come into the main lobby to the left, when you come in, is the old original Straffan house, that manor with French style, and you have the drawing room there which overlooks the gardens. That's where we do afternoon tea and coffee service and pre-dinner drinks, but a lot of open fires, which is very unusual, beautiful atmosphere throughout. And you have the old entrance hall down along there as well, where obviously in the older days people used to come and go through that, and big open fires there as well. But we also have a beautiful art collection which our owner has. We're owned by Sir Michael Smurfit, and he has the largest collection of Yeats paintings, which is a very famous Irish artist, outside of the National Art Gallery in Dublin. So there's a beautiful room called the Yeats Room, where you can sit and have afternoon tea or pre-dinner drinks and overlooking the gardens, surrounded by these Yeats paintings. So it's
sounds fantastic, absolutely. Now, you have obviously different categories of rooms and suites and things like that. Right?
Yeah, we've about 13 suites, and then we start with our superior rooms, where we have 20 of those, and then we go on upwards and to the 13 suites. So we have some major suites. We have the Viceroy Suite, which is the original suite in the old house, in Straffan House, and that dates right back, and that's absolutely magnificent. And then we go up to the Imperial Suite, and then we have new suites, Liffey suites. Liffey, the River Liffey is the name of the river that flows through our grounds.
Yeah. So now, what about the dining options that you have in the main house and elsewhere on the grounds?
Yeah, in the main house we have the River Room restaurant, which is where we serve breakfast in the mornings, and then we have a restaurant called the Barley Turk, which is a beautiful restaurant. It's called after a very famous racehorse, or a very famous thoroughbred horse called Barley Turk, which is, there's three horses in the world that every single thoroughbred has to have in its ascendancy, and Barley Turk is a beautiful painting that adorns the wall of that restaurant. And in there we serve very local produce, all Irish food, obviously locally sourced. And it's a very Irish food has really come on, and it's probably one of the most surprising things for people who visited Ireland 30 years ago or 25 years ago, is the quality of food in Ireland. It's absolutely magnificent now. Yeah, and I was just in Dublin. I was very surprised and very fortunate and happy to find the culinary was that high and throughout. I mean, amazing restaurants. Yeah, no, absolutely fantastic. And we have these beautiful prawns that come up from Kerry every day, and that's one of our signature dishes. They're the best prawns you'll ever have anywhere in the world, so you got to try those when you're down with us. I didn't do that. I'll have to think about that. Now, in terms of, you have spa, obviously, and yeah, we have a beautiful spa. We have swimming pool and saunas and steam rooms and hairdressing salon and a gym there, and then we have 10 treatment rooms, and we use a wonderful product called Natura Bise, Yeah, we've some very unique spa treatments, including one which is virtual reality while you have a massage. It really just takes you into another level of relaxation. Yeah.
Oh, sounds wonderful. And I understand you're also focusing a little bit on wellness too in the resort, right?
Yeah, exactly. And we're looking at even throughout your menu options as well. Just looking at a little bit of getting more progressive in terms of vegan food and organic food and everything.
Now, in terms of activities, obviously there is the golf course, so you can go there and play golf, and I assume it's a great course. And what are some of the other things you might do?
Yeah, we're obviously we're world famous for golf. We have 2 golf courses designed by Arnold Palmer, but obviously there's fishing on the river, which is magnificent to do. But we also do kayaking on the river, so which is great, and that's a great family activity. And then we have horse riding, and you can do archery and target shooting. We have tennis courts and all of those things. And cycling is really, really popular. We have bicycles at the hotel, and the guests can take the bikes and cycle around. I mean, you're in beautiful countryside. And if you want to venture out a little further, you go out of the estate and you go down along the canal. There's a very long canal, which is a lovely cycle down along, and there's a couple of cafes and places that you could stop along there. And we can send the hotel car and go and pick you up if you get tired. But there's one beautiful cycle where you go up to the top of a hill very, very close by, which is where Arthur Guinness is buried. And you go up.
Famous Guinness beer, absolutely.
Exactly. So you go up and see that, and when you're up there on top of that hill, you can see 7 counties in Ireland. So
sounds wonderful. Now, what's new at the hotel now, and what may be new to come in the near future?
New things. One of the things for Virtuoso is our amenities that we've done is we've really made them experiential. So we look after things like whiskey tasting, which is really good. Irish coffee making demonstration, because we have the Irish coffee making champion of the world.
Well, once you've done the whiskeys all night, you have to do the Irish coffee during the day, right?
Yeah, that's it. And we have we bought the local pub in the village last year. Oh. So that's become really, really popular, and there's a shed down there, and our guests cycle down there, or we drive them down. But we also have a beautiful old vintage Jaguar, so we take them down in the Jaguar and teach them how to pour a pint of Guinness in the pub.
Well, I think I'd ask you to pick me up after the pint of Guinness at the pub, right? Yeah, but that sounds wonderful. That's a great activity in the evenings, right?
Yeah, it's wonderful, yeah. I go down very regularly and join the guests for that one.
Well, listen, thank you very much for updating us on the K Club. Hopefully one of these days I'll get a chance to take a look at it. I've heard a lot about it over the years, and you'll see the photos. It is an amazing place and a great place for relaxation. Only 30 minutes out of Dublin, and I wouldn't call you an airport hotel at all. I think it would be the best airport hotel you could ever think of, but it is close to the airport, so no worries there. Michael, great to see you.